Hello, people, and welcome to the first Descendant. A few tips and tricks from me. So, first of all, of course, you should just enjoy the game and play through it as however you like. And then, for the progression tips, you should try to find a weapon and some Descendant that you really like to play. For that, you definitely want to start building the easy ones first. I can show you like you get the choice between Vinessa, Ajax, and Leptic, which are all quite great characters. So it doesn't really matter. Then after some times you get Bunny, which is an S plus unit. You can definitely start just fully investing in her. Or that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to wait until I get the ultimate version so I have more capacity and need to invest less in her. But yeah, Bunny is an awesome choice for farming everything in the game. Then Freyna, since she doesn't have an ultimate version yet, you can start investing in her. She is also a really, really strong unit. And as well as Glay. Glay also. Then notable mention is Sharon. Because of her camouflage skill, she she has the bonus for infiltrations, which is super useful. It's basically the first Descendant which I gave an amplification to get more capacity on her. And yeah, I did not regret that because I had to farm so many infiltrations. Infiltrations, for you who you don't know, is basically these ones. Zone mission, the outpost, and as you can see, you get the main reward. And if you scroll down, amorphous pattern, this is in hard mode, and additional successful infiltration will give you sometimes different amorphous materials, as well as extra rewards on top of the normal rewards, which is why Sharon is really, really strong. And yeah, if you go farming outpost, you should just go on private and then go for something like go to this spot, clear out this infiltration, and then go to the next spot and so on. Most of the time, they will have a cooldown, but yeah, you can just switch to the next one and see which ones are already free to join or just have less than a minute or something like that. That's how you get the materials really fast. Then if you press on the map and go to access info, here you can actually register some items you might want to farm. It's not as useful, but all you need to do is basically just look on the module you want to farm. For example, like high voltage, you press F and then you see, oh, you get it from this point. For some other materials, for example, I'm farming. Yeah, I farmed this one. And then I get the choice between intercept battle and void reactor. As you can see, I got 3 choices here, and they all have different materials. For example, this would be horrible to farm. Yeah. So you should definitely go for something that you like to do. Sometimes a bisschen the farming of the outpost is easier than the intercept battle. For example, like it's very early in the game, not many people can clear hard bosses super easily, so I chose to do the strategic outpost, and then I farmed the amorphous material, and then I cracked it on the void reactor. So yeah, that's it. For also, after you choose a descendant you like, which playstyle you like, you should choose a weapon which you like. And for that, you can basically also go to here and see which weapons are able to craft. These are just the ultimate weapons. The Thunder Cage you will gain for free from a quest. You will actually get 2. So this is not a bad choice. It's very easy to farm as well. And yeah, you can definitely play around with that. It's a great weapon. But yeah, also the other weapons are definitely not bad either. I haven't checked out most of them. I have been using, of course, the meta weapon, which is basically the Tamer. It's a great weapon, but I find like I haven't invested too much in it. So just I think 1 or 2 former, and yeah, not an energy activator yet. It's a good weapon though, so yeah, you can definitely like build it up. But what you should be doing is when you have a weapon, you should start investing in it really heavily. You go to the model at that settings and then go for the max capacity. You could increase it up to 80 and then to assign a new module socket, which gives you the option of assigning one of these, and that just halves the cost of a model. As you can see, this would cost 16 and now it only costs 8, so you can fit in more modules. This is my weapon is not as invested as it should be because I mean I like the weapon. I actually farmed up 4 copies of it, but yeah, I was focusing on Descendants more first, and it hindered my progress a little bit. But yeah, I'm starting to invest more into this weapon for now for Glay, and then I will get around to upgrade the Tamer as well. Maybe the Thunder Cage even a little bit more. A great weapon to start with is also like, I really enjoyed using hand cannons. Like the Assassin's Edge is a really nice weapon as well as the immediate execution. They just feel so good to use, especially just you go around, give headshots, and then you're done. But they are just not good for AoE clearing. That's, yeah. And if you use Bunny, you're just fine with using your AoE ability. Yeah. And for now, after that, the reactor is actually not that important. You can use whatever reactor you want. For Bunny, it's more important since she wants the skill power. But I really like, or I really dislike, that the legendary reactors only, they need you to equip a specific weapon. So I prefer using the epic reactors, the rare ones. They give you more flexibility for your build. So what you want to do is farm a reactor and then equip the weapon, and then just the further weapon. It doesn't have to be like your main weapon, and then you can just use it for the stats as well. And yeah, you should actually look for good substats here. For example, for my Glay, I need skill durations up and effect and cooldown reduction. And here for Vanessa, for example, skill duration and effect range is a pretty good substats. And yeah, for Bunny, also skill duration up, very good, or some damaging ability. For Freyna, skill effect range and toxin, very nice. Yeah. And for the external components, I haven't farmed the set from hard mode yet. So here you want to basically just have max HP and or defense, and then a max HP plus or defense substat. Yeah. Resistance is always also nice to have, but it's just a bonus if you don't have anything better. Yeah, that's just what I'm using right now. For Glay, it's very easy because she's just that tanky. I focus so much on her modules that she is just, yeah, very tanky in general. Yeah, do you want to upgrade this slot as soon as possible because it gives you mod capacity? And yeah, that's about it for the weapons. Then what you want to do in the early game, this might not be such an important thing, but you want to go to research and always have something crafting. You have 5 slots, And after that, you just have to wait until you craft again. So most of the time, you want to always have energy activators or press catalyst crafting. And yeah, you can just farm the materials beforehand, and then whenever you drop like the blueprints for either of those, you can be ready to craft them. That's what I would want. That's what I would want to do. That's why I have to farm more of these materials later. And then yeah, definitely craft adjustment control axes. These are for the rare weapons. And the fine adjustment control axis is for the ultimate weapons. So you don't need to farm or craft that many in the beginning of these. But the control axis, that is very important because you can just change your weapon substats with that. The iron accelerator and the precise iron accelerator are not that important because you only need a very limited amount of these for your reactors. So don't worry too much about this. And yeah, for your weapon, the control axis, you actually go to the weapon enhancement and then go to the weapon readjustment. Click on one of the weapons. As you can see, I have Colossus. When you lock a substat, the cost goes up and then you can start re-rolling stuff. And it's very cheap when you have like a purple weapon, for example. I have a lot of these already. Haven't really used that many. As you can see, yeah. So, and yeah, of course, like you want to enhance ultimate unique ability when you have more than one weapon. And reactor enhancement is just very simple. You just put the reactor and then you just upgraded it. Very, very simple. And it doesn't really cost that much, like only 15 for 2 levels. Like you don't really need that much. I have way too many. You don't really need that many. Yeah. Other than that, you definitely should just enjoy the game and make sure you grind as much as possible. Since the last update, like the really first update, the chances for dropping, I think this is from Vault. Yeah, encrypted storage box. They made an amazing change. Before you were dropping like from 1 material to I think 3 or 4 materials. And now you drop like from 9 materials to 14. This is amazing. This is amazing change. So it makes it a lot more easier. Also hard mode dungeons drop these materials now from I think like just yellow monsters. This is yeah, it makes it much easier. And yeah, for farming encrypted storage, you definitely want to use the Descendant. Where is he? Enzo, because of his yeah ability. Let me show you.
Oh, my beloved daughter.
His passive skill disarms the security of encrypted vault and rewards increase when this happens. So that means it's easier to do the encrypted vaults. Actually, the ultra precise ones are super difficult. Like I failed one of these twice without Enzo. So you should definitely just farm him out before you do encrypted vaults and then use him to farm encrypted vaults and you have no problem. Trust me, this is going to be so easy then. And yeah, that's about it for now. So I hope you enjoy the game and keep on grinding. It's actually quite a fun game, even though the grind is really, really a lot. Like you see, Ultimate Bunny took me like, oh, I mean, I had a lot of the materials, like, but I still had to farm like a long time, especially like for these components. And yeah, 6 and 10%, and then 3%. No, this was 6% here from the reactor farm. yeah, it was. It's worth it. Okay. See you soon. Bye bye.